Hello everybody, it's Jim the Gentleman Crafter again, and I wanted to show you the jacked up jack-o'-lantern. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show it to you in two pieces. I'm going to pull the hat off because you can't really see it anyway and set it down next to it. But here is the jacked up jack-o'-lantern, steampunked up, okay? It's one of those craft pumpkins from Michael's, from our craft store. And what I've done is just like Shelley Hickox did, was showing us on her blog at ShelleyHickox.com. No, ShelleyHickoxblogspot.com probably. It's what she was doing, a smaller, like a little bit smaller version, and I just happen to have this large pumpkin and want to do something with it. So I pulled it out and decided to do it. So what I've done was I took the original pumpkin and I've hot glued it. You can see here the hot glue. I just took hot glue and just did, you know, dribbles all over it for kind of the veins and just to distress it, and for the paint and the silver to pick up, or the aluminum to pick up some of the dimension. So that's how I did that part. Okay, to cover it was I used the Inkessential foil tape sheets. If you may recall when Tim did that awesome pumpkin, I think last fall, he used this, and I think he calls it, or I was reading on Shelley's blog, it's called the riveted patchwork technique. And basically what I did, and I didn't really read it because that's not the kind of person I am. I don't follow directions, I just kind of do it and see what I can do. But I think what I did was, and I'm sure this is what he must have done, maybe, this is self-adhesive foil tape. Let me see, do I have any of it? Oh, I do. I have a little piece left. It was a blast to do. I mean, I've always loved to like gold leaf and silver leaf things. I used to do glass ornaments. I've always loved that. And this is kind of the same thing. Not really, but kind of. But here is the aluminum sheet. That's what it looks like. And it's backed on the back. It's sticky. And it's sticky backed. And so it's just so much fun to do. And so relaxing. And so, I don't know. It's just, I like want more. In fact, I went to Michael's tonight to buy some more, and they had none left. So, great fun to do. I'm going to have to order some tonight. Anyway, so you take little squares of it, and I just cut different size squares with it on my cutter, and just laid out a whole stack of them. It took about 3 of these packages to cover this huge pumpkin. So this isn't, you know, too small. It's probably, what, a 12-inch pumpkin, or 10-inch pumpkin, and to cover it completely. Okay, so once again I put on the little squares, went back and burnished it down, and it's you know, you kind of put it on and you push it into it to get it to stick into all the little creases and stuff. And then I went back after I finished that and took a rag, just an old heavy cloth rag, and went over it to kind of burnish it a little bit more. And then I took some pitch black, the pitch black paint dauber, put black ink, black paint on it. You can't really tell because it looks shiny right here, but you can see some of those streaks. And then wiped it off again with a paper towel. Once it dried, I went back over and kind of buffed off a little bit more. So that is the front. For the lips I used Tim's new pulls, label pulls, and I forgot all the names for them, so I'm not going to go through them. Some wings here for his mustache. This is not ideology. I think this is the only piece that's not really ideology, besides the little wire thing I had up here. This to do that, I used the screws and kind of put them at different angles, and that were on the back of the pulleys and the knobs that I had in my box. Used the pulleys for the ears. I had an old lock here, and I thought that would be a great little earring. Excuse me. A key in his nose, and once again, since this is hollow and it's foam, you can stick things in it. You know what I mean? So it was really cool. That was fun. Different eyeballs, eyes, and little eyebrows, the wings for the eyebrows. and one of the crowns for the eyelash here, and the clock timepiece here, and the little faucets for the other eye, and a little hitch post for an eyeball. This is the little file tab that came out this year. Once again, a little key for the nose. The little is it word sticks, maybe, or I think it has a different name there, and then one of my favorite things about it was I took the piercing tool that We Are Memory Keepers piercing tool, the pink one. Where is it? Here it is. And punched holes into it 3 times. You know what I mean? And used the brads. I didn't care. I wanted to like get all the metals, all the different colors of the metals. Didn't matter. You know what I mean? So it's just let go and have fun. So I did that every so often to look like it was riveted. Okay. So that's his face. And I'm gonna show you his little hat. The hat was a paper cone, once again from Michaels, and looks like that. I painted it black, went over it with silver, the silver paint dauber, and let's see, I'll show it to you. Let me bring it over here into the light. I wanted a brim for the hat, so I used. You still can't see all of it. Let me see if I can pull this up. You can see more. Yuck. Let me see if I can do that. Is that better? Yeah, there you go. Tim's Halloween ideology pieces, the bottles for the brim. I think that's where I was at. The bottles for the brim, and light bulbs from ideology, and I love that. And it was probably my favorite part of this whole project. Was I just loved the little bottles on it. I took some of his ball chain and glued it at one point here in the back, circled it around. It's not glued into place, it just kind of sits there, but it was perfect, you know what I mean? And then glued it again at the top. Somebody asked me today what this was, what this was called, and let me show you. It is this jewelry shop find. It's a flat wire that must have come from, it's from Hobby Lobby. So that's what it looks like. It says jewelry shop. It's the brand, Jewelry Shop Findings. It is a 5mm flat wire, 1 meter. You get 1 piece in the package, and it was a fairly large piece. And I just took that and just swirled it around for a little bit more action. Okay, so that sits on his head like that, somehow like that. And I almost wish I could have cocked it over. It would have been a little bit more fun. May do that. So that's his hat. So y'all, that is the jacked up jack-o'-lantern, and just wanted to show you that real quick before I get started on some other goodies. Okay? Thanks a bunch, and I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to you soon.